Today, they're doing close to $10 million every single month. 3 years ago, this brand didn't exist. They're in 890 Target stores, over 2,000 Walmarts, 2,500 CVS locations, and 2.5 million people land on their homepage every single month. They're called Kind Patches. So I spent way too long on their site figuring out exactly what they're doing and what's working. I found 3 things you can steal for your own store this week, plus 2 things they're still leaving on the table despite a $100 million run rate. Let's get into it. Takeaway 1, proof answers objections. Okay, so the first thing they nail, look at the strip. Nordstrom, Bloomingdale's, Walmart, etc. Now, most store owners look at that and just go, oh, social proof, and move on. But here's what they're actually doing. This isn't decoration. It's answering a specific question. If I've never heard of Kind Patches and I land on this page, my first thought isn't, do other people like this? My first thought is this even a real company? Or is this some sketchy dropship thing that's going to show up in 3 months from a warehouse I can't even pronounce? That retailer wall kills that objection in 2 seconds. It's not just credibility, it's a specific answer to a specific worry. And then watch what they do next. They drop over 4 million customers, which answers a totally different question. Now, I'm not asking, is this real? I'm asking, does anyone actually use this? Then they roll into the UGC video carousel, which I'll talk about a little bit later, but it answers the next question, which is, okay, but does it actually work on a normal person? So here's the real takeaway. Stop thinking about social proof as one thing you sprinkle on the page. Different kinds of proof answers different objections, and most stores only answer one of them. If your homepage is just a Trustpilot widget and a couple of press logos, you're answering, do people like it? And that's it. You're leaving the other 2 big objections completely unaddressed. So, homework for you, sit down, write out the top 3 objections a brand new visitor has about your store. It's probably some version of, are you real? Does anyone actually buy this? Then put one specific piece of proof against each one. Retailers for, are you real? Numbers for, is anyone buying? And reviews for, does it work? Takeaway number 2, navigate by intent. Look at their nav bar. It has things like women's health, mental health, wellness. Now compare that to what you would see in a normal Shopify nav bar, which is things like shop, bestsellers, new arrivals. See the difference? Normal nav reads like a warehouse inventory. Kind Patches nav reads like a doctor's appointment. What are you here to fix? That distinction is everything. A warehouse nav makes the customer translate their problem into your inventory. A diagnosis nav meets them where they are. They came with a problem like, I sleep badly, and your nav reflects it back. Mental health, this way. No translation, no friction. So the takeaway, pull up your nav bar right now. Does it list what you sell, or does it speak to what your customer is trying to solve? If it's the first one, you're forcing every visitor to do work they shouldn't have to do. The third takeaway is make your testimonials shoppable. The third thing they nail, and this one is sneaky good, their UGC section. Real creators showing the product. But look closely, under every single video, there's a product card with the exact patch that the person is using. Price, add to cart, the whole thing. That's the move. They'll say, essentially it's like saying, trust me, it's good. But the gap between I'm convinced and I bought it is where you lose people. By the time they click back to find the product, the moment is gone. So attach the buy button to the testimonial. Wherever you've got social proof, put the product right next to it. Star ratings on a PDP, tag which size, which variant, quote from a press article, link the SKU. The takeaway works beyond video. Never let proof live separately from purchase. Takeaway 4, your hero should teach. First thing they actually got wrong was the hero. It's a gorgeous photo, but the product is a patch. And if I'm a new visitor, I genuinely don't know how big is it, where does it go, does it stay on if I shower, how long do you wear it? None of those questions get answered. Now contrast that with how a brand that sells a similarly odd product or different product and how they handle it. This is ChiliPad. They make a bed cooling system. Kind Patches, this is a product most people have never seen before. But look at their hero. The headline straight up tells you what it does. The visual shows you exactly how it works. And the subtitle gives you the extra detail to fully get it. In about 3 seconds, I know what this product does, where it goes, and why I'd want one. Done. That's the difference. Kind Patch's hero sells a vibe, Chili Pad's hero sells a vibe and teaches the product. So here's the principle, and this only applies to some of you. If you sell something obvious, like t-shirts, candles, coffee mugs, your hero just needs to look good. People already know what those things are. They don't need to explain. But if you sell something at all novel, a patch, a new kind of supplement, a tool people haven't seen before, your hero has a second job. It has to teach. If it doesn't, your visitor's first thought isn't, should I buy this? It's, wait, what is this? By the time they figure out, half of them are gone. So if you're selling anything novel, pull up your hero right now and ask, would a complete stranger understand what this product is just from this image? If no, you've got work to do. The fifth takeaway is brand proof needs product proof. Second thing they got wrong, and this one is wild to me because they have the data, is their product cards. They have things like berberine, mood plus, unpuff, NAD plus. It's clean, priced, looks great, but no stars, no review count, nothing to tell me this specific patch is the one people love. Here's the issue. Proof has to match the decision you're asking someone to make. 4 million customers, that's brand proof. It answers, should I trust this customer? It's a yes or no question, and they nailed it. But the moment I land on a product page or a bestsellers row, my question changes. I'm not asking, is this brand legit? I'm asking, which of these 12 do I pick? And brand level proof doesn't help with that. I need product level proof. So the takeaway, audit your store and ask at every decision point, what question is the customer asking right now? And is your proof actually answering it? Most stores have one and not the other, and then wonder why their product page conversion is pretty weak. Real quick, the 5 takeaways. 1, your social proof should answer the specific objections in order. 2, navigate by what your customer is trying to solve, not by what you sell. 3, attach the buy button to the testimonial. 4, your hero should teach and sell, especially if the product is novel. And 5, brand proof gets them in, product proof closes the sale. Use both. If you steal even 2 of those this week, your conversion rate moves, I promise. Subscribe to stay in the know. I'll be doing a bunch more breakdowns, and if you have any brand recommendations, happy to do it. And if you want me to do a breakdown of yours, definitely would consider it. So I'll see you then.